Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's well. I do want to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading and may not resonate with every single Aquarius. So guys, take what resonates for you and just simply leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating for you, Aquarius, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Nine of Swords reversed. You have the Nine of Pentacles and you have the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. So I do feel like you're showing up here in a very strong, stable, independent energy. Your money is looking good. I don't see any worries there. With the King of Pentacles, this is indicating stability. You might be very focused right now on your money, your own stability, your work, or it could be that there's a commitment that's trying to come in for you. Either way, I feel like you're moving out of an energy where you were feeling a lot of anxiety, you were worried, and so that's kind of lifting for you. It could have been financial concerns, but regardless, something is lifting for you. You've found, you know, a way through something or over something. There's a light at the end of the tunnel kind of energy. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. All right, we have Temperance in reverse, Sagittarian energy, Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. All right, so the person that's in your energy, I feel like their emotions are a little bit all over the place. They're wondering, you know, do you have feelings for them? Do you not? There could be something that this person is healing from as well. I will say that this is someone who wants to invest in the situation with you. Either that or they've already invested and they're kind of patiently watching to see, well, what is it that Aquarius is going to do? Because this person has love for you. They definitely do have love. So let me see the energy between. But they're feeling there's an imbalance between the two of you. But I don't feel like you're very concerned about that for some reason. Yeah, the Star card. Yeah, there's a lot of hope between the two of you. I feel like you feel like you're in power in this situation. You feel empowered. You feel like things are balanced between the two of you. This person, they may feel like that sometimes, but there's a sense of them being emotional because they may be afraid that it's not. Some of you could be dealing with another Aquarius as well. If things are not in balance between the two of you, I do feel like that you're trying to balance things out. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. There could be healing taking place between you and this person as well. Ooh, Justice. Libra energy. And again, balance. So there is balance that's being instituted here between the two of you. I'm wondering if this person you're involved with has some kind of something that they're healing from. And it could be physical. It doesn't necessarily have to be emotional, but for some it could be. Now, with Justice, that's balance. That's reaching a sense of balance. Now, it could also indicate some sort of legal issues. You might be going through some kind of a legal situation regarding money or regarding your independence. And this person could be watching to see, well, what's going to happen here. Let me see. Doesn't have to be, but for some of you it could be. Show me the outcome for Aquarius. Five of Wands reverse. An end to conflict. Yeah, it's an end to conflict. And for some of you, it's coming through legal channels. For others, this is spiritual court. Things are balancing out. There may have been like this feeling of a push-pull between you and this person. But if there's been conflicts and there's been a power struggle, it's ending. It's definitely ending. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. This is underlying energy. This is the energy of renewal. I don't know if this is a renewal between you and this person or if this is a renewal in love for you. It could also indicate dating for some of you. It could indicate, you know, the pouring of that love back into yourself. It's definitely a card where there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of emotion. So, and in this particular deck, there's also this energy of there being sexuality tied to it. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Nine of Swords in reverse for Aquarius? Yeah, you're undergoing a struggle of some sort here, but you're not worried about it. It may have to do with third-party energy. It could have to do with, you know, a sexual connection. You have the Seven of Wands and you have the Tower in reverse. You may be trying to avoid a Tower moment, or if you've gone through a Tower moment, it's likely involving something with sexuality or an ending. If that's the case, you're rebuilding, but you're very hopeful and you're standing your ground with regard to this. You could have people who are very much disapproving of some action that you're taking right now, but you're like, no, I'm not listening to any of that. You're standing your ground, you're avoiding Tower moments, and you're just bringing in healing and balance into your life. Let me see the Nine of Pentacles for Aquarius. Yeah, Two of Cups reversed and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're ending something here. And I feel like there are those that disapprove of this ending. But you feel like this is the right thing to do. You feel like it's taking a weight off of you. You want to end the problems associated with a connection. And so you're ending this connection in order to bring balance back to your life and to gain your independence here. Let me see the King of Pentacles. And you're not really worried about what anybody else has to say, but at the same time, you're not trying to stir the pot either, you know? Oh, the Emperor. And the Devil in reverse. Yeah, you're taking charge of this situation. Some of you may have been in a connection that was very toxic, and so you're ending that, and you're releasing all the pressure and stress and worries and problems that was associated with that. You're creating your own stability here and doing a fine job of it, I have to say. I love that you're showing up here with the Devil in reverse, meaning you're working on yourself, you're working on your money, you're taking control of your life. This is good energy here. So I can see very clearly that there are people who disapprove of what you're doing, but you don't care. You're going to stand your ground. You don't want to create more problems, so you're not stirring that pot. But when it comes to you gaining your independence, you know, you feel that you're ending something here is what's going to get rid of all the issues and problems. And for some of you, like I said, you're creating balance through the courts. For others, it's through the spiritual courts. You're going to get justice, though. Let me see who's in your energy, because your energy actually looks pretty good. Show me Temperance. Show me Temperance for the person in Aquarius energy. All right, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, this person that's in your energy, they're waiting. They're very patiently waiting. They're hopeful. They're trying to avoid conflicts. I do feel like if there has been any conflict, it would have led to a Tower moment, and now they want to resolve those conflicts. You're both hopeful that things can be worked out between the two of you, and this person is waiting. They're waiting and they're trying to avoid further conflict. Let me see this Seven of Pentacles. But their emotions are kind of all over the place. All right, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Cups reversed. They're waiting to see what you're going to do. This person is waiting to see, are you going to come towards them? They're basically watching and waiting. It's the energy of not speaking their mind, not expressing their feelings and emotions, trying to avoid conflict, you know, in order to try to bring in balance. This person is someone that feels invested in a situation, But they're watching to see what you're going to do. They're wondering, are you being a player? Are you going to actually, you know, come towards them? Are you going to express emotions towards them? Or are you being a player? This could have been an on and off situation with this person. I get the feeling that you're dealing with something over here, Aquarius, and this person is in the wings waiting and watching and loving you from afar. Let me see the King of Cups. Show me the King of Cups for the person in Aquarius energy. Yeah, Judgment. And the Nine of Cups. This person sees you as wish fulfillment. This is somebody who does have deep emotions and feelings for you. They're trying to use good judgment in the situation. They could be wondering if you're actually going to follow through with what you know, are in the process of. But they see you as wish fulfillment. This person is in love with you. So let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. Show me the energy between Aquarius and this person. All right, Queen of Wands reversed, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Three of Cups. You may have met this person when you were out and about. It could have been when you were going through a difficult time. But I do feel like this person makes you happy. This person has actually brought hope back into your life. It's made you want to, you know, take action, defend yourself, stand up for yourself. Now, in their energy, they don't want to be a third party, which is why we see them waiting and watching to see what you're going to do. They're holding back their feelings and emotions. They're biting their tongue. They don't, if there has been conflict, they are avoiding conflict. They're in a waiting energy. They're not taking action. They don't want to be a third party, but they're hopeful and they're very focused on you. They're very emotional as well. Let me see Justice. Show me Justice. Show me Justice. Show me what's affecting this connection. There it is. Eight of Cups and Three of Coins reversed. You're ending something to gain your independence, to gain your freedom. You're trying to work out all the details. It's overwhelming, but you are doing it. You're bringing balance into your life. And like I said, for some of you, it's through the courts. Others of you, you feel it's spiritual justice for you to walk away. But I definitely see you ending something. And again, this person is in the wings. They're waiting. They're not taking action. They're not speaking their mind. They're not expressing their emotions. They're waiting and watching to see, is Aquarius actually going to end this? So they're not going to do the work for you. They're trying to stay out of whatever it is you're going through elsewhere. That's what they're doing. They're trying not to involve themselves in whatever you've got going on elsewhere. And I see you walking away from that. So they're giving you the room to make your own decisions. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. They do feel invested in it, but they're not going in and trying to micromanage it or tell you what to do. Knight of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Swords reversed. There's a karmic element that's here. All right, so in the outcome, if there has been any conflict, it's ending. Wherever you're feeling this push-pull power struggle, that's ending. That's finally completing. You started with the Nine of Swords reversed. You're ending with the Nine of Swords reversed. So you're going through something that is ending a deep conflict that was a power struggle. And I feel like all that anxiety is beginning to lift. It's lifting because A, you've been working on yourself. B, you're taking charge of the situation. You're working on your own stability here, and you're taking steps necessary to move away from a relationship or a partnership that was full of conflict, full of problems, and you're gaining your independence. Now, I do see some stuck energy that is here, but it is ending. Whatever this is, this power struggle is ending. It's not going to move as quickly as you want it to. And you're going to feel very stuck in this, but at the end of the day, I do feel like you feel you're in control of the situation. And you're refusing to deal with anything toxic here, Aquarius. So it's not going to move as quickly as you want. There's going to be some stuck energy here. The person that's in your energy, this person is in love with you. And again, I feel like this person is in the wings. They're kind of waiting and watching and still not taking action. They're in this energy of staying out of whatever conflict you're in. They're trying to make good judgment calls here. But and they may be wondering, well, is Aquarius going to, I see Aquarius walking away, but are they going to go back with that person? I will tell you that this person is in love with you and they see you as wish fulfillment. And I do feel like if there has been any conflict between you and this person, that they're definitely wanting that ended and done and over with. But more or less, this person does not want to involve themselves in the conflict that you're going through with another party. So I don't know if that other party is trying to pull them into it. They're not going to have it though. They're staying completely out of the situation, allowing you to take care of your own business and not letting it become a part of their life. Are they invested in you? They are. They're in love with you. You are their wish fulfillment, but they're not going to involve themselves in any of this chaos. So, I mean, I have to say that's a healthy boundary. All right, bottom of the deck is the Justice card again. So you could be dealing with a Libra here, but what I'm seeing here is that, you know, justice is coming into your life and everything is going to balance out. I see happiness coming in. I see you pouring love into a new connection possibly, or into yourself. And I see a lot of balance coming through in this situation. If there are legal things, I do feel like they are moving in a positive direction. And that's because you are keeping your energy high and you're working on yourself. So I do see a lot of balance and healing coming about through this. But whoever this is in your energy, whoever it is that comes to mind when I say that, this person's refusing to get tied into this whole thing. They want nothing to do with it. All right, I'm pulling an oracle card for Aquarius. Pulling an oracle card for Aquarius. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to try that again because that does not feel right. Pulling for Aquarius. There we go. All right, Aquarius, you have Wide Open. It's number 42. Now, it came out in the reverse, so I'm going to read it because in this deck we do read reversals. So give me a second. I'm going to read it in the reverse. Ooh, envy, jealousy, and possessiveness are the character flaws to be careful of at this time. You or someone else is closed off, unable to remain open to new ideas or intimacy. Heed the gentle warning that too tight a hold on what or who you love or what you aspire to will choke the life out of that which you desire. Open your heart and loosen your grip, for what is truly yours can never be withheld from you. If another is shutting you down, let that person be. Don't try to force a door or a mind to open. So be very careful here. There could be somebody who is looking at this situation and feeling envious or jealous. That could be very well be why this person in your energy is holding back and trying to stay out of the situation entirely. But that card reads a little bit as a warning, so be very careful, Aquarius. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are loved and namaste.